Young ladies and gentlemen, good evening once again. Good evening to all of you. Once again, you are welcome here on the EV Disconsciences platform. In international news, the American Intelligence Service, this very strong and powerful agency, has just sounded the alarm regarding the imminence of a nuclear conflict. A nuclear conflict that would be fueled by agitators, stirred up by people who want to see the great powers ignite. Who are these agitators that Moscow and Washington now regularly talk about? Are we facing a Russia-Washington coalition joining forces against the West, the decadent West, on the European side? What exactly are we facing, ladies and gentlemen? The information provided by the American Intelligence Service is frightening. This is information that is frightening and contains more contempt than you can possibly imagine. Contempt directed at those who do not want peace at all, at those who see Russia as something I can't even describe, at those who want to see the great powers bicker and clash over nuclear issues. Because, as you well know, that's what some people actually enjoy. So, ladies and gentlemen, in this video conference, it is of course this current event that we are going to discuss. But before we continue, before we dive deeper, I ask you to share this video conference as much as possible. In particular, give it lots of likes. Give it lots of likes. And above all, don't forget to leave a comment with your opinion. And to all those who are discovering my videos for the first time, subscribe. That way, you won't miss any of the latest hot and breaking news. Let's dive deeper. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, let's dive deeper. So, it is the director of U.S. National Intelligence who is speaking out. She says that the world is closer than ever to nuclear destruction. Yes, she is the official. She is the one in charge of American intelligence. She says that the world is closer than ever to nuclear destruction. These are findings based on various pieces of information gathered here and there by an intelligence agency as powerful as the American Intelligence Service. So, the director of U.S. National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, that's her name, she is convinced that the international community has come closer than ever to a conflict between nuclear powers. The international community has come closer than ever to a conflict between nuclear powers. So, the international community has done everything to get closer to a conflict between nuclear powers. And it won't be long now. Before continuing with the rest of her speech, you see, Russia, according to the Ukrainian Intelligence Service, the SBU, Russia has already geolocated a submarine, according to a Ukrainian member of parliament. Let me clarify. Russia has already geolocated a nuclear submarine. I even believe it's 2 nuclear submarines. The only nuclear submarines that the United Kingdom has. According to the Ukrainian member of parliament, Russia has geolocated them, and this is the target that Russia has in its sights, to send Orashnik to permanently destroy the United Kingdom's nuclear capability, to remove the United Kingdom from the list of nuclear countries that might be tempted to oppose Russia. And why is that? Because of the unwavering support that the United Kingdom has recently given to Ukraine in response to the various strikes carried out by Russia. So if Russia does this, the other NATO member countries will invoke Article 5. And that's why, even yesterday, one of the NATO officials said that Russia is going to try to test NATO's capabilities to see whether NATO can uphold Article 5. So everything suggests that indeed something is about to happen. On the other hand, even though America is making an effort to have a calm bilateral relationship with Russia, Germany is actually America is seriously provoking China with this Taiwan issue. And all of this is Europe, this small European group known as the 4S, that is fanning the flames. America does not see eye to eye with North Korea regarding South Korea. And you know that South Korea has a military alliance with America, the United States of America. That's why South Korea keeps boasting about the military alliance. And it is on this military alliance that North Korea relies to regularly provoke. At least South Korea relies to regularly provoke North Korea. And North Korea counts on Russia. Russia counts on North Korea and Iran, as well as China. Let's dive deeper, share the video. She says this. She says, today, as we draw closer and closer to nuclear annihilation, the political elites, by index, she doesn't mean other people, but rather political elites. She says, the political elites, the populists, and the warmongers. Warmongers means those who like war. The warmongers shamelessly stoke fear and tension among nuclear powers. The political elites and the warmongers, so those who like worry, shamelessly fueling fear and tension among nuclear powers. This is the result from the American Intelligence Service. That means it won't be long. But who is responsible? It is the political elites of the West, who are also at the same time the warmongers, belligerent people who feed off war. They want at any cost for the powers to enter into conflict. And that's how they earn their living, their daily bread. So America is sounding the alarm. Those concerned need to understand that the world has seen through their little game and must stop what they are doing. And so, ladies and gentlemen, here is the top international news story. Thank you for sharing it as much as possible. I'll be back with more news for you shortly. This was the voice of your humble servant, the Samurai.